What's up guys, James here. I just wanted to take a second and tell you about some things I'm really excited about for 2015. We just had a kick-ass meeting over at RevFit HQ and we've put in place a whole load of stuff for next year. So I've got my notes here because I don't remember it all, but just a couple of announcements to make ahead of 2015. So coming into 2015, we're going to change the structure of things a little bit. On Saturdays, there's going to be no more 12 p.m. class. We're going to have a 10 a.m. and an 11 a.m. class, and anyone who's in the 12 p.m. class is just going to move to 11 a.m. The reason for that is because we're going to start running monthly workshops. So once or twice a month, we're going to run an event on something. So the plan for January is we're going to have a squat and bench press workshop on the first weekend of January, on the first Saturday. So we're going to open up like 15 or 20 slots. You do have to book them, and the reason we're making you book them is because we want to make sure people show up. So we're going to take you through the finer, more refined points of technique. It's really hard to give you a full overview of everything you need to know about the lift during a training session. So it's always going to be better to take you and spend 30 minutes, 40 minutes per lift working on just refining it a little bit better. It's free to all members, but it's members only, and you will need to book a spot. So that's going to be the first weekend. The second weekend, what we're going to do is have like a mobility, conditioning, and shoot the shit session. So essentially we're just going to come into the gym for an hour and a half, hang out, talk through anything you want to talk through, and maybe just do a little bit of training. So the whole idea with this is it becomes an educational experience for you guys. We help you identify some of your bigger problems. It could be strength related, it could be movement related, it could be nutrition related. Every single person in the gym has something that they could work on to get better results faster. That could be refining shoulder stability, it could be opening up an area that's tight, it could be figuring out better snacking habits. But regardless, we're going to work on those during those sessions. The third weekend of the month, so the third Saturday, is going to be a kettlebell and deadlift workshop. So basically what we're going to do is focus on hip hinging. So making sure you can keep a tight neutral lower back as you ballistically move weight and load. And then that will lead into an advanced kettlebell workshop in February or March as well. Then the final weekend of every month is going to be an event of some sort. So basically it's going to be a chance to hang out, to do something fun and to do something a little bit different. So the 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. class will run as normal, and then afterwards we're going to head off and do something. So in January, that something is going to be bowling. So we're going to set up a couple of teams and have a good old bash at it. In February we're going to go and play dodgeball. In April we're going to go, in February it's dodgeball. In March we're going to book out awesome walls and finglets and go climbing. And then in April we're going to go playing some bubble football when it's a bit better outside. And we're going to keep doing stuff like that. The really cool thing, and one thing I'm really excited about to come out of this, is every 3 months we're going to hold a big in-house competition. So it's going to be a chance for everyone to get together. We'll probably go up to Glasnevin and do it because it's a bit of a bigger facility. So we'll go up and we'll just smash something. So we'll pick a number of tests. Always going to be strength work involved, so it's going to be stuff like squat, bench, deadlift testing. We might do an in-house powerlifting competition. We'll do some conditioning work, like for example, how many push-ups can you do in 60 seconds? How many rows can you do in 60 seconds? How long can you hold a wall squat sitting against a wall? And maybe some prowler challenges, some rowing races. Basically, it'll be a chance for you to test your overall fitness against everyone else. And it'll be a good chance for boys and girls to go against each other as well. After every competition, we're going to have like a big night out. So basically, you know, the competitions are going to be once every 3 months, and every 3 months we'll have a proper like, you know, celebration event somewhere. We'll dig in more to that, but that's going to be happening at the end of March for the first one, so I'll keep you in the loop. We're going to reintroduce a couple of things. So we're going to reintroduce the member of the month, but we're going to announce it a little bit differently. I'll tell you about that one in a second. But every month we're going to start a wall of fame, and Glasnevin and Drumcondra are both going to get a member of the month. And you know, there'll be some prizes, there'll be some rewards, but mostly it's to recognise your achievement and hard work. The exact criteria are they're still up in the air a little bit, but what we're going to be looking at is who's put in the biggest effort, who's set goals and stuck to them, who's been consistent, who's encouraged other people as well, and who's just had the best attitude towards things. Like, you know, even when things are going well, you can still have a bad training session. Can you take that on the chin, and can you keep moving forwards? That's the sort of stuff we're looking for out of our member of the month. On top of that then, we're going to start taking more photos around the gym. So, you know, one of the coolest parts about training is that it's something we're very passionate about, obviously, and we know it's something you're growing to love more and more. It's really nice to see and have takeaways from those training sessions. So what we're going to start doing is taking photos of you guys, getting them up, making collages, and sending them off to you as well, like good quality ones, so you can print them out and keep them yourselves. It's always really nice to have memories of a hard-fought PR, of like that killer training session, of just hanging out and enjoying yourself. And the reason why we're going to be doing that, and where we're going to be announcing the member of the month, is in a monthly newsletter. So once a month, every month, you're going to get a printed newsletter off of us. If we don't have your address now, we do need to get that soon. But essentially all we're going to do with the newsletter is talk a little bit about what's going on. So there's going to be a few sections. There's obviously going to be a news section, so anything big that's happened in the month. And inside of that news section, you'll find a full listing of the workshops and also of the upcoming events. On top of that, we're going to have a little bit of information about the training cycle you're currently on, why you're doing what you're doing, and what you can expect to get out of it. There's going to be 2 challenges. One is going to be nutrition based and one is going to be training based. So the training one will be something like, you know, movement or mobility tests to do and hold. So it could be doing a couch stretch for 2 minutes a day for 30 days. If you do that, you'll see amazing improvements in your hip mobility, but it's always really hard to know what to do and how long to do it for. So that's what's going to be included in the newsletter. Then the other one is going to be a recipe. So either a recipe or a nutrition challenge of some sort. So it could be like a healthy cheat meal. It could be, you know, a water challenge, as in drink 3 liters of water a day. Something that seems relatively simple, but you don't actually do day to day because you kind of forget about it. So it's bringing to the top of your mind the stuff that's really quite simple to do that will have a big payoff and will really affect you in a positive way. And then finally, that's where we're going to announce the client of the month. So every month we're going to put in an announcement. We won't say who it is ahead of time. We'll post it out. There'll be a picture of them training and then bang a little bit about them. The following month we'll obviously put a picture of the presentation and all the handshaking and pictures being put up and stuff. So the first month will just be a picture of the person, and the second month it'll be a picture of the reward and presentation from the previous month and the picture of the next client of the month. Okay, I think that's it. But as you can see, there's a huge amount of stuff about to go down. We are crazy excited. Myself, Dara, Steve and Luke, we sat around for about an hour and a half this morning just shooting the shit and just talking about what we can do to really make your life better. And the added social aspect and just having more availability to you guys to come and ask us questions, both in Glasnevin and in Drumcondra, is going to be huge. Later on in the year we're planning a big expansion, and we really want to make sure right now we get this all locked down so you guys are really well looked after. I'm going to leave it there because we've got to go and have our Christmas party tonight. But if you have any questions or any comments or any things you'd like to see, please let me know and we'll see what we can do, okay? Peace out, guys. Here's to an awesome 2015.